All right, let's start with some trends in advanced treatments and what are the needs of the utilities then. This figure initially comes from my PhD thesis that was completed in 2012, and it's still actually very relevant today. It all starts with some global trends such as population dynamics, uneven resources, uneven distribution of water resources, the use of emerging chemicals, and climate change. And this translates into water-related trends because most of us here today are, actually all of us today, are water professionals. And this means, yeah, it drives reuse, it drives the focus on emerging contaminants or trace organic contaminants or micropollutants. It depends on the region how we call them, but in fact, they are emerging chemicals. And throughout the last 20 years, a lot of these analytical methods were developed, and this means it's high on the public agenda as well. People are aware today, and now it's also in the regulation. So yeah, there is no way back. This translates to a quest for solutions, and this means advanced water and wastewater treatments. There is no way back. This is going to continue, and of course, the shift to reuse, including also in Europe, is going to manifest more and more and more. You already see it on this graph. It's also a graph I made over 10 years ago. I tried to predict the number of full-scale ozone plants for secondary effluent treatment in the US and Europe back then, so over 10 years ago. And you can see it's quite an exponential curve. And my prediction was, okay, 42 plants in 2025. And I did some consultation with some people in the markets, and we should not be very far from that. So we have been following quite an exponential growth. And also in the coming years, if you look at utilities, what they are thinking or planning, yeah, this exponential trend is probably to continue for a while still. So now we are around 42 plants. Probably most of them are in Europe right now. For example, Switzerland, Germany, Sweden, the Netherlands, you know, these things are emerging. Also in Belgium, where we are right now, we have a first full-scale facility. But on the other hand, so that was reuse and final discharge. But if we only look at reuse, the Water Services Association of Australia, WASA, has published this very nice website. It's really worth going through, water360.com.au. And you can see the development of reuse projects and look at the exponential explosion we have. So it goes until, it predicts until 2040. Yeah, also in Europe, this is going to take off, no doubt, because we have some climate challenges. So interesting developments here on advanced treatments. So it will become way more than secondary treatment, of course, and biological treatments. And of course, the link with drinking water will be made more and more and more